1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information Broadcasting says the government is committed to promote a soft image of the country at the international level. The European Union has extended the GSP Plus status to Pakistan till 2022. The Speaker National Assembly says the Torkham border crossing will be used as a trade corridor to boost business activities with Afghanistan and the Central Asian republics. Pakistan has rejected the Indian claims regarding a possible military dimension of the held item from its commercial vessel. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops have intensified cordon and search operations to suppress the Kashmiris from raising voice against the Modi government. In the Pakistan Super League, Peshawar Zalmi beat Islamabad United by 7 runs at Rawalpindi today. And now the news in detail. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan, has said the government is committed to promote a soft image of the country at the international level. Addressing a news conference in Lahore today, she said the real face of the country cannot be projected across the globe without the revival of the film industry. Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan said the Prime Minister Imran Khan is determined to empower the women in all fields for the socio-economic development of the country. She said the government has made important legislation to ensure their rights. She said the government is making concrete efforts to provide relief to the people and minimize their difficulties. Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan appreciated the social media for projecting the government's steps for the development in the country and welfare of marginalized segments of the society. The European Union has extended the GSP Plus status to Pakistan till 2022. In a statement on Twitter, the advisor to the Prime Minister on Commerce, Industry and Investment, Abdul Razak Dawood, said after this extension, Pakistan would continue to avail tariff preferences in the European Union under the GSP Plus. He said this would strengthen Pakistan's resolve to continue to improve the social and economic conditions of its people. He urged the business community to diversify their exports to capitalize on this opportunity to the optimum. The Speaker National Assembly Asad Kassar says Pakistan-Afghanistan border Torkham will be used as a trade corridor to boost business activities with Afghanistan and the Central Asian republics. Speaking at a function in Mardan today, he said the hard time is almost over and now a new era of development and prosperity will begin to provide relief to the people. The Speaker said Swat motorway upon its completion will open new vistas of development besides providing a number of jobs to the youth of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Pakistan has rejected the Indian claims regarding a possible military dimension of the held item from Pakistan's commercial vessel by the Indian authorities. The Foreign Office spokesperson in a statement said the item under question is a heat treatment furnace casing system which has several industrial applications. The statement said the item is not listed in any international export control list. The spokesperson said contrary to what is being claimed, the item was correctly declared in the relevant documentation and there was no attempt to hide or conceal any information. The Minister for Religious Affairs Noorul Haq Qadri telephoned Saudi Minister of Hajj and Umrah Dr. Mohammed Swaleh today and discussed security arrangements for the pilgrims. The Saudi minister said a comprehensive policy has been chalked out to tackle the outbreak of coronavirus. He said the recent measures were aimed at protecting the life and health of Umrah pilgrims. The Saudi minister said a part of Tawaf area was closed temporarily as a preventive measure. The Ministry of Law and Justice has termed the Enforcement of Women's Property Rights Act 2020 as a significant step towards empowering women. In a statement, the ministry said empowering women is a major step towards enlightenment of a society. He said under Article 23 of the Constitution of Pakistan, it is the citizen's right to acquire, hold and dispose of property in any part of Pakistan. Prime Minister Imran Khan, from the very onset of taking over the reins of the government, was of the view that women should be empowered by giving them what belongs to them. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistan Navy ship Yarmouk visited Sholkuk in Turkey as part of goodwill visit to enhance naval collaboration and develop interoperability with the Turkish Navy. During the visit, the commanding officer, Pakistan Navy ship Yarmouk, called on the authorities of the Turkish Navy and highlighted the atrocities of the Indian armed forces in occupied Kashmir, Pakistan's sacrifices in the fight against terrorism, and Pakistan Navy's role to ensure maritime security were also highlighted. The Azad Jammu and Kashmir Prime Minister Raja Farooq Haider Khan has said resolution to the long-standing Kashmir issue lies only in a plebiscite. Addressing the oath-taking ceremony of the District Bar Association Rawalakot today, he said India has violated international laws and agreements by annexing occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Raja Farooq Haider Khan said changing the demography of occupied Kashmir is contrary to the United Nations resolutions. He urged the lawyers to step up their efforts for raising the Kashmir issue at all available fora. Addressing the 43rd session of the United Nations Human Rights Council in Geneva, the Kashmiri representative Syed Faiz Naqshbandi has called for the resolution of Kashmir dispute in accordance with the relevant United Nations resolutions. He said the United Nations resolutions were endorsed by the first Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and the Indian representatives at the United Nations Security Council from time to time. Faiz Naqshbandi said the Indian government's unilateral and unlawful decision to revoke the Kashmir's special status is against the United Nations resolutions and international law. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops have intensified cordon and search operations across the territory to suppress the Kashmiris' freedom movement and to stop them from raising voice against the recent anti-Kashmir moves of the Modi government. According to Kashmir Media Service, the troops and sleuths of National Investigation Agency have arrested several youth during military operations and house raids in Srinagar, Budgam, Islamabad, Anantnag, Pulwama, Baramulla, Kupwara, Kishtwar, Doda, Badarwa, Rajouri and other areas. The main objective behind these operations is to create a sense of fear among the masses. The Kashmir Press Club, in a statement issued in Srinagar, strongly condemned the harassment of two photojournalists by the Indian police in Pulwama district. Finance ministers of G20 have expressed willingness to support countries for measures to contain the outbreak of coronavirus. In a joint statement after a meeting in the Saudi capital Riyadh, the group said they are closely monitoring the evolution of COVID-19, including its impact on markets and economic conditions. The group further said they will be working with the international community to assist the developing countries to cope with the impact of the outbreak. Turkey says there have been no ceasefire violations of a ceasefire deal in Syria's war-battered Idlib province. The Turkish Defense Minister Hulusi Akar said they will continue to be a deterrent force to prevent any violation to the ceasefire. In a statement, the Turkish Defense Minister said Turkey and Russia will start joint patrols in Idlib, northwestern Syria, on the 15th of this month under the ceasefire for the embattled province. And now cricket. In the 20th match of the Pakistan Super League, Peshawar Zalmi beat Islamabad United by 7 runs under the Duckworth-Lewis system method at Rawalpindi today. Batting first, Islamabad United scored 195 runs for the loss of 5 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. In reply, Peshawar Zalmi could manage to win the match by scoring 82 runs for the loss of 2 wickets in 9 overs. In another match, Lahore Qalandars will take on Quetta Gladiators at Lahore today. The second match will be played at 1900 hours Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather. Intermittent rain when thunderstorm is expected in Islamabad, Upper Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during the next 24 hours. Hailstorms are also expected at a few places in Kashmir, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and the Port of Har region. Dry weather is expected elsewhere in the country. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.